Spencer.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Families and schools in the Runnymede and Weybridge constituency are very deeply concerned about this policy. They've contacted me to say that the pressure it's going to put on them, and many have already started applying for school places in the state sector. Our independent schools reckon that it's going to be about 5 to 10% of children that they educate are going to move back into the state sector, with, as we've just heard before, a disproportionate impact on kids with SEND. There's a whole, and in my constituency, it is around 8,000 children, roughly, who are educated in the independent sector. That means a lot of pressure on state schools locally. It means a lot of kids who have special educational needs, where their needs are met by the independent school now applying for EHCPs, which is extra pressure on assessments and extra pressure on provision. And I support all my schools. I'm aspirational for all the children in my constituency. And this policy, if it's enacted, and I expect it will be, is going to cause great harm. Now, I would like the Minister to be able to quote back data to me, to quote back analyses, to be able to quote back stats and go, Ben, you're wrong, don't worry, your silly little head. Yeah, it's all going to be fine, because here's the data to back it up. But he can't, because the data's not there, because they haven't done the analysis, because this is sadly a debate which has been driven by ideology. It's about 1 in 5 children, roughly, who educate their children in independent schools in my patch. And I must declare that I'm also a parent who's chosen independent education. We're really going to suffer from this policy. And I know the Minister, the member for Portsmouth South, is a good man. And I know members across the House who, especially new members who are finding the seats in this place, are starting to think about policies and decisions going forwards. And I would ask them, as I asked the Minister, if you can't see the data and analysis for this, please ask why. Please ask for it. Of course.
To listen to the bench opposite, you'd think there'd been a previous government that had totally trashed the state sector, the amount of fear-mongering you do. I think it's quite obvious.
Yeah.
Well, I thank him for his intervention. As I said, it's schools, both in the independent and state sector in my constituency, who are concerned by this, because of the sudden movement of children into the state sector, where places are going to struggle. In the middle of the year, children who are also studying for their exams, children who've already experienced all this COVID disruption, children who may not have the courses available into the state schools that they move to. And so I would plead with the Minister, please, look at the data, do the analysis, see if this is actually going to make money, or if actually it's going to lose money, see what the impact is going to be on children. And I go back to the consultation document that went out this summer, and these brutal, bitter words. The government understands that moving schools can be challenging. I tell you what, if I was a child going through my GCSEs or A-levels, being forced to move into the state sector because of this policy, the analysis of which I can't see because the government hasn't done it or won't publish it, but the government understands. It understands this can be challenging. What I would say to the government, please, can you delay this policy? Can you think again? Can you look at it? Can you try and mitigate the impact? Mitigate the impact on children with special educational needs. Mitigate the impact on armed forces families. Mitigate the impact, disruption during the school years. Please, if you're not going to stop it, at least delay it and do the working out. Thank you.